Did I wasteland Hess IRL to move from California to Arizona? Not depending on your definition, maybe. Does OT have any funny anti-piracy things? I think, isn't there like a funny anti-piracy thing with like the Lighter cutscene? Oh, there's actually one interesting anti-piracy thing with fishing. When you go fishing, I think the fish will automatically let go of the line as an anti-piracy measure, so like you can never catch anything in fishing. Fishing with an F, not a PH. Thankfully, I don't think there's any way to do PH fishing in OOT. I mean, maybe with some super complicated ace and somehow giving it access to the internet. But yeah, I remember seeing a YouTube video thumbnail of like Lighter cutscene Zelda's hair being messed up, but I actually don't think I ever watched it and I don't remember any specific details. Surely my information from YouTube thumbnails is correct. Speaking of correct YouTube information, I keep seeing YouTube shorts with misinformation in them about OOT, and it's making me mad. And I don't know if I should actually in the comments or not, because I feel like I'll be annoying, but also misinformation. Or if I just start spreading my own correct information by actually making more correct videos. No, they're not even AI generated. They're actually human videos. They just have misinformation. That's the worst part, is I have to actually a human and be annoying. Yeah, I should make my own. I mean, I started doing that a while ago. Like, I started making a few shorts and then just stopped. I mean, I've been talking about wanting to make a new channel for that exact stuff, and I just keep being lazy about it, but I really should actually get on it. Because, like, the most recent one I'm talking about, I saw one the other day that said, like, it's a very common piece of misinformation about the Fire Temple music, where there's a short that said, like, oh, they changed the Fire Temple music because people complained. When no, that's not the issue, because even 1.2, the version with the Fire Temple music changed. The build date is before the actual 1.0 release date, so there was literally no time for anyone to complain. And so no one complained. It was purely Nintendo being precautious, but this piece of misinformation always gets spread. And they'd even theorized, like, oh, maybe this is why, like, some versions release later. And like, no, we know the build dates. That's not possible. You complain telepathically. Nice. Yeah, it's just Nintendo's policy against religious references. No one complained. It was literally impossible for anyone to complain yet. Nintendo discourages beliefs other than spending dollars on their overpriced games. True. Man, I know the whole Nintendo overpriced games thing has been a thing for a while, but the most recent stuff has been like a really egregious example. So when does the Ocarina of Time come in? Not in this run. Never. In fact, I think it only comes in Hundo and Glitchless. He hates Ocarina of Time. The Ocarina of Time is pretty useless in Ocarina of Time. Yeah, but it's blue. It is a pretty nice shade of blue. I'll give it that. It looks nice. Definitely looks better than Fairy Ocarina. More or less useless than the Breath of the Wild. The Breath of the Wild item is pretty useless, I guess. I mean, what are you ever going to use a breath on? Such an odd item, such a forced item to go with the name of the game. The what item? The Breath of the Wild. You know when you get the Breath of the Wild in Breath of the Wild. Such a useless item. No, you do need OOT in 100%, but only as its own requirement, not for any kind of use case. The Ocarina of Time, the item, has no functional difference to the Fairy Ocarina. It is only required for the category requirement and nothing else. Well, yeah, you do need to get Song of Time from Source, I guess, if you want to count that. But like, as its own function, like what it doesn't actually do anything different from Fairy Ocarina. Now, what time in the run does Majora come in? Majora comes in negative 10 years from now, when I actually used to run MM. Actually, no, it's been more than 10 years. Dang. Olge. Or when I do MM Rando, which was not 10 years ago. Yeah, I only ran Moonwarp 6 years. Moonwarp 6 years ago, Ace 5 years ago. MM Rando was 10 years ago. It's only been a few months. I do want to do more. Rando soon, TM. Does Ludwig still know who I am? Check this out. Go to Twitter. Check. Assuming you follow me on Twitter, go to Ludwig's Twitter and see who he follows. Spoilers. I'll be in there because he follows me on Twitter. That means we're close like that. That means we're like super homies, right? We're oompies. But yeah, I mean, I've talked to Ludwig a few times. He's cool. Yeah, I did have to hit the AGDQ stuff. Do you know who I am for a CRT? Although I've given up on requesting CRTs. I'm okay with using monitors for events now. In fact, even Fast 52 I said, yeah, I'll just use a monitor, whatever. I don't want to... It's annoying, like, asking for a CRT. And also, I want a monitor for Jabu Wrong Warp anyway. But yeah, I've kind of just accepted. I'll use a monitor for events, whatever. Yeah, for that specific GDQ where I asked for it, I was completely justified for that. I will never apologize for trying to make them give me a CRT. But I mean, for most GDQ runs, like I can switch to monitor. I'll do like a week of monitor runs for practice. This is the one. I'm gonna be honest. You never trust the run with this many best splits. These are always false. What's the word? Not false positives. Don't. These always have false hope. I will try to lock in. I mean, overall, like, I know 3 best splits looks like it's really good, but I have lost some dumb time. I mean, it's a good run, not a great run. But yeah, don't get too excited, especially during one of the scariest parts of the run. Why does streamers skip all the heart containers? Because I want to look cool doing a 3 heart run. If you do a 3 heart run, everyone will think you're cool. Because it means you're hardcore. What was that? I thought I fixed my issue with this trick, with the different strat I did, but like somehow... Okay, well that's another bomb gun, so now it's really bad. Yeah, that's not perfect. That was a new issue I don't think I've ever seen before. I wonder if I just dropped the ESS early. That sucks. Yeah, now I'm down to 3 bombs. I think I might need to get a bomb drop from Lake Hylia at this point, which is additional time loss. Unless I get a bomb drop here. Yeah, I think I just dropped ESS somehow. Nope. Unless... Nope. That would have been a clutch bomb drop. Dang. And there was a lot of time to save on that split too, so losing time there is really bad. But yeah, I just gotta get a bomb drop after water. We have another Saddam run. It doesn't... okay, I see it. It doesn't look that much like it. There's an emote for this. Yeah, most specific in-joke. Alright, if I get a bomb drop fast, I could still save time here. Probably worth it to also Hest to the grass. Even though that means I only get +4. I'll still end with more than enough. Okay. Yeah, this is the consolation time save. Oh, it's angled a bit weird. Okay, that works. Okay, so I think I finally figured out why I was sometimes failing that jump slash by just equipping hover boots a frame later. Alright, so behind... I still have a decent amount of time saved for the rest of the run, but not a crazy amount. Well, no, I guess I got almost 2 minutes. But yeah, not super happy with this run at this point, but I can make it work. At least my bomb count is fine now. Really? My angle's wrong. Dude, I got my wrong angle again. Why? It's so over, dude. Yeah, I'm almost a minute lost on that split just from that. As long as I don't fail any wrong warps, I'll still try to finish this run out. Alright, PB isn't necessarily completely off the table if everything goes really well. And I do have a good bomb count. I have 2 extra. Oh, and double bomb drop there. Okay, nice. I'll actually get extra. Well, okay, I can either get extra, or I can go for saving 2 extra seconds and just skip the bomb pot. Which I guess I should, considering... Yeah, I should just skip it. Are you serious? How did that not clip me? Well, okay, now skipping that bomb... Actually, I need the... There's no heart. Now skipping the bomb pod was a bad idea. Alright, probably can't PB. I think maybe if the ending is literally perfect, I can PB by like a second. Because I do think my best split here is improvable, but I don't really know exactly how much. I mean, I could go for DC wrong warp. Got Bomb-O-Eye, that's a good start. No, I'm not going for DC wrong orb. But I will try to get this as perfect as possible. It's not impossible, I think. I think it's like a minute from Goma death to the end. Maybe? No, I don't think this is done in 30 seconds. No, I'll barely miss it. I think it'll be a best split at least. No, barely gonna miss it. At least I finally got a good final split, because I've been getting pretty mediocre ones. I mean, that's still second best run. What just happened? That was a wrong warp to the credits. So if you saw the funny stuff I was doing in Kakiri, where I was just kind of doing random stuff, that was basically a setup to line up memory correctly so that after a wrong warp, the game wants to play a cutscene, and I kind of did some funny stuff so that it said, hey, the cutscene you're supposed to play after the wrong warp is a credits cutscene in Hyrule Field. Go play that cutscene instead. And so now it's playing Hyrule Field credits. Yeah, and it's playing in Ganon's Castle, because it still warps you to the same place a wrong warp would take you, but then it looks at the cutscene pointer, which is like every time you do a wrong warp, the game is looking at the cutscene pointer to see what cutscene is supposed to play when you normally are supposed to be watching a cutscene. And so, like normally it's supposed to be Kakiri Emerald cutscene, but we have the cutscene pointer set that so it says, hey, the real cutscene you're supposed to play is over here in the Hyrule Field section. No, it's not SRM. It looks kind of like SRM. It is not SRM. Yeah, it's the look over here strat. Dude, that run was so bad, and it was still barely missed PB. I need to practice Spirit. Do I think there will ever be an end to strat finding glitches for OoT? Well, I mean, it's been, what, 27 years, and we still found stuff even recently. Doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. I mean, it's been getting a little bit slower, but even then, not that slow. I mean, eventually, all things will come to an end eventually. But if we're specifically talking no, like, ending before any kind of significant threat to humanity or something like that, it might take a while. Yeah, someday will be the last day I ever play OoT. Who knows when that might be? Dude, okay, well, you know what? Last time I did this, the run PB'd, so clearly it's a good luck charm, good luck mistake. Do people still quickspin after showing off a discovery? I do. Some people do. It's not as common, I think, but some do. People who show off a swordless trick and then pause and equip sword do quickspin. Yeah, that's the best. I just messed it up. Is there any way I can save this? No, it's over. What happened? I am supposed to take out hookshot and shield, and I must have missed shield. And so I actually went into first person, which ruins 2 glitches I had set up that are required for the hookshot jump here. No, I will not do a stream with a webcam pointed at the TV for old time's sake. I think I will pass on that. Just between you and me, how many of my records have cheated? Alright, I'll tell you only. You have to keep this a secret from everyone. The number of records I have cheated is actually 0. Don't tell anyone. I can't let people know I'm not a cheater. It would ruin my reputation. Keep it a secret, okay? I don't want people thinking I'm some straight edge loser. Actually, you know what? I lied. I lied when I said I had 0 cheated records. Technically, my all cows run, that was once a record, was technically cheated. Never mind, I'm a cheater. Forgot about that one. Sorry. Truth always comes out in the end. I got caught. There was also a Hundo run. Yeah, I missed a slingshot upgrade, but that one was at least not a record. That was just a PB. But that one too, yeah. Oh, and I missed a split. Whoops. Yeah, you're in my head. You're distracting me. Yeah, I'm panicking because the truth is coming out. How did I cheat my all cows run? There's 2 cows in Lon Lon that are really close to each other, where their zone for where you can milk them overlaps. And in my run, and also a lot of other all cows runs, people were actually milking the same cow twice and not 2 different cows, which you can actually tell by which direction Link faces when playing Epona Song. And so a bunch of runs were just milking the same cow twice instead of all cows. So they were invalidated. 1 cow is just not getting milked, she just left all alone. Your wife asked why I'm playing in Chinese. Could I explain? It's because it's my native language. I'm just comfortable with my native language of Chinese. Are you Chinese or Japanese? Yeah, I mean, you can probably hear the Chinese accent in my voice, right? Yeah, man, my social credit score is doing so well right now. Can I clip out of bounds IRL? I have not yet fallen out of bounds into the back rooms. I haven't tried either. Have I ever seen a wild scorpion? Yes, many. I did not get attacked by them. They were tiny. They were probably babies. I drowned one in the sink. Nice auto mod. Hold on, I'll try to allow that when I get a chance. Yeah, it was Gekka's message. It was ZFG drowns babies that got auto modded. The truth comes out. Twitch didn't want you to know the truth. They were trying to hide the truth. Yeah, it's a pretty normal chat message. I don't see what's wrong with it. Link the doc. A Google Docky? Am I getting Google Dockied? Oh no. 1 in 7.5 trillion. Dude, the Dream Cheater arc was actually so great. Do you think it might be correct to say that dream cheating was a good thing for speedrunning in general? Because I almost kind of think it was. Like, it was such great content, it got a lot of eyes on speedrunning. It was probably like the biggest speedrunning story, like, almost ever. I think there's an argument for dream cheating being a good thing, overall. We need to thank Dream for cheating. Dream did nothing wrong. I mean, I don't know. It's not, okay, maybe he did something wrong. But, like, in the grand scheme of things, it was overall beneficial. So, maybe it is sometimes better to cheat than to not cheat. No wonder I was banned from GDQ. They never banned me. I don't know. I think that whole Dream Cheater arc was great for speedrunning. It was just a fun time all around. No, I'm not actually banned. It's just an old dumb meme. People keep trying to make up that I'm banned. Haha, getting the dream lug, guys, yeah. That's what someone who banned would say. I mean, it'd be pretty tough for me to, like, do a run at GDQ if I was banned. No, the reason I was able to do my last GDQ run is because I snuck in with a disguise. See, they banned ZFG1, but I went in there as ZFG, and then they were like, oh, that must be a completely different person. See, the one is just effectively a disguise. Yeah, and I wore a fake mustache. And they just let me and they had no idea. I wonder what would actually happen if someone tried to sneak into a GDQ like that. Like, use an alias. You probably wouldn't even need a disguise, because most people don't even know what most runners look like. You could probably... I bet a runner could probably get past the GDQ ban somehow. Not that I would endorse it. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Is there an actual ban list GDQ? I mean, they do ban some people, but people overstate how much people get banned from GDQ. Like, there's this running meme where people think that, like, everyone gets banned for super tiny things. It's not really like that. There have been a handful of people banned from GDQs. Some might be debatable, most are pretty straightforward. But it's really not that many people. Yeah, down GDQ is cool to do like 10 years ago. I mean, it's still kind of the thing people do now. I mean, I think there's definitely plenty of legitimate criticisms for GDQ. Some of them are overstated, like I said. Some of them are legitimate. Yeah, sub-only chat is definitely a big thing that I don't like. Yeah, they kind of drive inside jokes into the ground a lot. But I mean, again, I think a lot of people over-exaggerate the bad things sometimes. Yeah, when the crowd goes wah, like for every donation, that was annoying. But I mean, yeah, it's a mixed bag. Are you serious? Well, now the run's not continuing. I actually got the fairy, dude. That's a 1 in 16 chance. And even then, it often doesn't hit me, but it actually hit me frame 1. I mean, I can technically try to save this. It's basically over. Yeah, I'm already gonna lose way too much time. Just be really good and I can beat Vol with 3 hearts. Could I? Let me give this a try. Let me see how fast I can actually do Volv. I mean, probably not with Weird Shot. This'll purely be a test. Yeah, probably not with Weird Shot. Yeah, maybe Chew Nut would work. But yeah, I'm gonna reset in a sec. Actually, wait, no, I can totally make this. Oh yeah, that's totally doable. I'm not gonna make it here, but it's definitely doable. Like if I did it properly. No, it doesn't change routing at all. Because you get 1/16 during Flare Dancer anyway. I mean, maybe theoretically no, even then, I don't think it'd actually be good. Okay, reset. Remember the online glitch exhibition? Yeah, that wasn't actually a main GDQ thing. That was one of their like shows they do like weekly, not like one of their main events. But yeah, I also did that. Actually, fun fact, you guys know how we were talking about like people getting banned from GDQs and stuff, and so I actually found out I have a rule made just for me. You know how there's always a story to the reason why rules are made? I have a rule made for me for GDQs. So they're like weekly shows. They're supposed to be kind of on the shorter side, especially the one that I was supposed to do. And my glitch exhibition one, like if you guys know the glitch exhibition that I did, that's like a 5-hour long glitch exhibition on YouTube. That one was not supposed to be that long, and they didn't think it was gonna be that long, and they actually set a hard cap on how long runs like that can be, or like showcases like that can be because of me taking too long. I think they have a hard cap of like 3 or 4 hours now, when mine was almost 5. So they made a rule after me. I got new rules because I took too long. Yeah, I was too slow. Yeah, and that's how I got banned from GDQ, for being too slow. No, but I did like that glitch exhibition. It turned out really well. Except for the part where I accidentally spread misinformation a few times. But we can forgive that. Oopsie me when I accidentally spread misinformation, teehee. What'd I say? I mixed up something with 1/16th health. I said like, if your health refills with 1/16th health, the timer doesn't automatically come up again, but it actually does. And I think there was something else too. There's like 1 or 2 other things I was wrong about. But I mean, it was live. It's 5 hours long. It's hard to be exact on every detail for something like that. That was a question you had earlier, but didn't want to sound like it. Yeah, it's something I was wrong about. But yeah, like the moment you gain more health back, if you're in a heated room, the timer will instantly come back up. I thought that wasn't the case, but it is. Yeah, you can never trust me. I mean, to be completely honest, I actually unintentionally say a lot of wrong things. Like, obviously, I try to be as accurate as I can with everything, but remembering every little detail of everything about OOT and all of the history of OOT, while just speaking live and not, you know, looking up resources and making sure that every word that comes out of my mouth is 100% correct. I am going to misspeak sometimes. So don't take everything I say as like, especially when I'm explaining stuff and I sound not confident. I might be wrong on some things, but just the nature of, oh my god, nice camera. The nature of talking live. Just know that I might be wrong about stuff. Yeah, I might even be wrong about being wrong sometimes. In fact, I definitely have. There have definitely been times where I thought I was wrong, but I actually wasn't. Yeah, one day all your favorite streamers will do their last stream ever. Someday everything will come to an end. Not for you, so I will just stream until the end of time. Maybe. One day will be the last anyway. Had Grok make ZFG immortal. Grok probably knows how. When I'm retirement age, 65, oh man. If I'm speedrunning another 35 years, oh god. Take me out of my misery. Why don't scientists just ask Grok for the cure to cancer? Yeah, are they stupid? Grok obviously knows. What is the cure for scientists? Has someone gotten married to Grok yet? You mean like the Grok, the Grok girl? Is her name Grok? Or does she have a different name that you just access through Grok? Oh, Annie, oh dang, her name isn't actually Grok, dang. Have I found any huge glitches? I think the biggest thing I found actually was in MM, alternate exit. I found grotto alternate exit, which was pretty big. For the most part, I find more like small strats and trick applications rather than like brand new glitches. And ass chest. That's a frame late. Really? Didn't I say I accidentally discovered QPA in MM? I think it was action swap, not QPA, but yeah, actually, I remember a long time ago accidentally doing like some button mashing and then getting some weird thing that I now knew was action swap, but I didn't know what it was at the time and I didn't have a recording of it. And I just posted in IRC about it. And then years later, action swap was found, and I remembered that one time, and I'm like, dude, It was that thing I found, or that thing I did on accident. I mean, I did get an okay run today. I at least almost PB'd. Sound depressed. Depressed cause no PB. I can almost get a good run. It'll be soon. Don't cry. Crying so much, man. I'm almost good. Alright, yeah. I think I'm done, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll go find someone to raid.